The copper partnership really is a game changer.
Gregg, welcome. Thanks for giving us some time today.
Of course. Thank you.
All right. So, Gregg, to kick this off, we're going to jump right into it. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and why you were brought into the HBAR Foundation?
Absolutely. Well, my background is originally from Wall Street as an asset-backed securities investment banker and trader, then similar roles at several large multi-billion-dollar hedge funds before founding and then scaling my first crypto entrepreneurial venture, a company that pioneered the crypto credit markets. I think actually I hold the first tweet of that phrase, crypto credit. And I then subsequently went on to start a company that went to list a NASDAQ listed fund. And I ran several businesses at Binance on the US side. So since I began my career in crypto professionally in 2016, I've always been bridging crypto and TradFi. And that's why I was brought onto the Hedera ecosystem to do just that.
Okay, I got you. So you're focusing on that institutional space. We just had an announcement this past week with Copper. Now, can you explain that Copper partnership and why it's important for the HBAR Foundation strategy?
Absolutely. So Copper offers foundational institutional infrastructure, and this enables access to the Hedera ecosystem. It's a new doorway, and Copper services thousands of clients. For example, Copper developed a custody solution in collaboration with State Street. So the State Street Corporation is one of the world's leading providers of financial services. They have over 42 trillion in assets under custody. Then there are TradFi institutions like the world-renowned, multi-billion-dollar hedge fund, Brevan Howard. And Copper is connected to over 40 crypto exchanges and crypto market makers like Cumberland, DRW, Flow Traders, GSR. So, although Copper's product is geared towards businesses, there's often consumers further downstream. And, when I think about what's the core of their business, they've got several different products, of course, but custody being the first, right? You need to know where you're going to hold an asset as an institution to be able to make that purchase. And so what's really exciting about the Copper infrastructure is that they support HBAR. They support HTS tokens like USDC native on Hedera, which operates at a throughput and a lower cost than other versions of USDC. And then you have the EVM tokens, like the tokenized money market funds that we've seen from the UK's largest asset manager, Aberdeen, and America's largest asset manager, BlackRock, which both have been tokenized on Hedera. One of Copper's products is prime services, such as staking. So clients are now very easily, in a seamless manner, able to stake HBAR to validators of their choosing via both their app and APIs. And your users or listeners will recall that validation within Hedera is performed by institutions. So clients of Copper can now stake to nodes run by Dell or Google or IBM or the Japanese investment bank Nomura or the global payments company WorldPay. And so it's expanding the suite of service and the ease of access. Copper also offers a collateral management tool, and this is the posting of assets as collateral for off-exchange trading. And this is key market infrastructure that exists in the TradFi space that's only being developed within the crypto infrastructure. And so this is connecting Kraken and Bybit and OKX and BitGo and Deribit and Gate.io and Bitfinex and many, many others, and seamlessly making the interaction across all of these. And so the Copper partnership really is a game changer. It's a game changer because it's opening doors to this large, established institutional network.
Understood. So before we move on to the next question, I want to kind of explain something for our audience. What is the difference? We talk about enterprises a lot within the Hedera space. What's the difference between an institution and an enterprise?
It's a great question. I think it often depends on the use case or the sector that, this corporation may be working in. And what I'm seeing from my seat is that there's just a tremendous amount of interest in different sectors. And, the interest really depends on the type of institution. Crypto native firms, they're typically focused on DeFi yield and HBAR trading or other trading strategies, while a TradFi investment firm may see opportunities in tokenized securities. And that's very different, but still utilizing Hedera relative to, let's say, a corporation or enterprise that is utilizing the Hedera ledger for process improvements, such as improving supply chain tracking. This would also include carbon footprints, of course. And enterprise or institutional use cases, these make up the vast majority, the largest percentage of the over 63 billion transactions that have been recorded on Hedera. And that's, of course, more than any other network. It's about 20x that of Ethereum in terms of transaction count. And what it's showing is Hedera's proven ability to scale, right? High throughput, high transactions, 100% uptime over the last year with, tremendous speed. These are the attributes of Hedera that resonate with institutions. They resonate with enterprises, and they should resonate with retail users as well.
So you mentioned a few of the potential use cases. We've talked about supply chain. We've talked about, TradFi. Where are you seeing the most interest for Hedera? Is it those real world asset tokenization use cases? Is it supply chain? Is it, we can go down the line of all the different things that we're seeing built on Hedera. Are they interested in the HBAR itself and investing in the ecosystem? Where are you seeing most of that interest come from?
It's a question of layers. There are various layers of recording information. And so what I like, and using maybe ESG, the carbon as an example, we are seeing enterprises using Hedera to record cradle to grave carbon emissions. And this is the underlying collateral for products. Now, above that, you can lay a financial instrument. That may be a forward, that may be a bond, but it's utilizing the information that's recorded on Hedera, and that can then be tokenized into a security. So there's various layers, and you see this across ecosystems as well, from money market funds that are used as reserves for stablecoins. So there's a variety of different attributes, but today that base layer is where as I mentioned, the vast majority of transactions are occurring. It's recording the underlying collateral. And what I'm excited about is those foundational building blocks is where you start to build the next layer or layers of innovation.
So, Gregg, before we let you go, is there anything else you'd like to pass on to the Hedera community?
I think now is an exciting time. Now is the time of action. Even though we go throughout bull and bear markets, but builders continue to build. And I'm seeing that in terms of the statistics related to the number of developers that are interacting with Hedera. That's exciting to me. That paints a positive picture in the future as more functionality, more products, more building blocks come into play.
Well, Gregg, again, we appreciate you coming on today and giving us some insights into exactly what you're working on, and we hope we can have you back real soon.
Great, thank you.
I'm now posting these interviews of Hedera builders independently to my channel. The community, influencers, and media outlets are free to use this content to spread the word on what's being built on Hedera. Once they're all uploaded, you'll be able to go to my channel and search for whatever topic or team you're interested in to find more information. Or you'll be able to get the most recent Hedera news by watching the latest HBAR Weekly update. So check them out.